Welcome back. This is part 2 of a video series that I put together regarding the Frederick Police Department and their malicious prosecution of a resident. If you've not seen the video that I'm linking above right now, I highly recommend that you check it out first. But here's a quick recap. It started when the police came to his house for a disturbance that led to him being arrested by Joe Rodriguez. He felt that the arrest was unjustified and wanted to get more information. The first thing he did was talk to the chief himself about getting body camera footage and filing a complaint. The chief who was there at the scene said that he lost the footage and that if he wanted to make a complaint that they didn't have a form per se, but all he had to do was write one up on a piece of paper. So Derek went home to write one up only to be trespassed from the police station the very next day. He immediately went to the city's attorneys who said that the chief was not supposed to go through with serving it and that they would not enforce it. Later that day, the chief and his assistant came to serve him more trespass papers, and this time to the sheriff's office. After that, he goes to the police station to finally file his complaints, and he does so with the officer who arrested him, Officer Joe Rodriguez. From there, he goes to the Tillman County Jail by the sheriff's office to get an appeal to the trespass that was issued, as he was told. There, he met with Mike Logan, the jail administrator, who told him that he had to talk directly to the city's attorney, but ended up taking Derek's written trespass appeal. What you're about to see took place on February 21st, 2023, at the Tillman County Courthouse, where Derek was allegedly assaulted by the public defender, Robert Williams, for recording him. And I say allegedly because there's no video of the incident because his cell phone was confiscated.
Hi. I'm riding the elevator.
He called up Stillwell call.
For what?
Wanted dispatch to tell you to meet him at the courthouse, and then you call back for his phone calls.
Whoopee. Right here.
Howdy.
Howdy.
So I
What's
was
going
just
on?
assaulted by one of these gentlemen that work within this courthouse.
Which gentleman?
Well, his name, I'm not even certain.
What does he look like?
He's bald-headed. He's got a suit on. He went into that office.
Okay. Describe to me how he assaulted you.
Well, I was standing right here recording just like this. He reached and grabbed my hand, pressed real hard, and was trying to steal my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You willing to write our statement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Ingram's on his way up. He's creating public disturbance.
I am
Okay.
not. How am I creating a public? The man assaulted me.
Okay. Let's go down to my car so I can give you a statement form so you can write it out.
I don't have to leave from right here.
Do you want a statement form?
Yes, you can bring it.
Then I'll go get.
You can bring it to me. Thank you. Absolutely egregious. Good morning, Sheriff.
Sheriff, you might want to talk to the district attorney first. You might want to talk to the district attorney first. Huh?
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
Doing pretty good. Waiting for Charlotte to get out of the hospital.
Oh, I didn't know she was in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that.
She's been in there 17 years.
Well, I'll talk to you here in a sec. I'll be right back. It's one of them days, sir. Welcome to my world.
I can't feel it.
Do what? Yeah. There's a statement form. You could have waited on it.
I got no problems.
Oh my goodness, that hurts so bad. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh,
Step on up in there.
I can't leave that there.
I'll pick it up after you get in.
Okay.
I won't bend over somebody standing over me.
Okay. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Thank you for at least fixing those cuffs.
In a strange and unfortunate turn of events, Sheriff Ingram was actually killed in a motorcycle accident this year. Now let's take this back to where everything started, right with this interaction here at Derek's house. Now it's very important to keep in mind that the only charge that was filed was against Derek for obstructing an officer. It's also important to know that that charge was dropped. And it was this interaction that motivated him to file a complaint in the first place. So let's start with the affidavit of probable cause, and this was filled out by Joe Rodriguez, who was the arresting officer at the time. On March 18th, 2022, at about 14:36 hours, I was dispatched to 2226 South 15th Street for a report of a disturbance with an aggressive male subject. On arrival, I approached the front door. Once I arrived at the front door, I was about to knock when I heard yelling and screaming. I paused for a moment to listen, and again I heard yelling and screaming. I then knocked on the door rapidly and loud, simultaneously checking the doorknob to see if it was locked. The door came open, so I entered. I saw several adults and several children in the living room. The adults were gathered in one area. At one point, I saw children being led out of the living room into another room, and some of the children were crying and upset. One individual, who was later identified to be Derek Stillwell, the defendant, immediately came toward me and told me to get out. He told me I didn't have his permission to enter the house. I explained that I had been dispatched to a disturbance call at this location, that I heard the screaming, which gave me the right to investigate the possible imminent danger. I advised him to calm down, be quiet, and allow me to talk to the others, so I could ensure that all was well. He continued to obstruct investigation by telling me to get out, standing in front of me and preventing me from contacting the other occupants. I secured Mr. Stillwell in handcuffs and told him he was being detained. He asked why he was being detained, and I told him for obstruction. Mr. Stillwell continued questioning me and being argumentative, so I asked Officer Juanez to secure Mr. Stillwell in the patrol car while I spoke with the other occupants. In speaking with the other occupants, I was informed that there was an argument over bed bugs and a table had been turned over and other items had been thrown around, but no licks were thrown. I discovered 5 adults and 5 children living in the home. Chief Joel Neely and Officer Thomas Epinette also arrived to assist. Chief Neely asked me if I was going to jail Mr. Stillwell. Things had calmed down, and I replied that I was not opposed to issuing him a citation for obstructing an officer and releasing him. Chief Neely wanted to speak with Mr. Stillwell to inform him of the options that if he cooperated. Chief Neely then informed me that Mr. Stillwell remained uncooperative, even refusing to give his name and date of birth for the citation. Mr. Stillwell was transported to the Tillman County Jail and incarcerated. That the defendant did knowingly, willingly, and wrongfully commit the offense of obstructing an officer. So maybe it was just me, but I saw things just a little bit differently. What I saw when I saw the video was Joe Rodriguez walk into the house unannounced, and when he was asked to leave, he refused to leave. And so what they ended up doing is handcuffing Derek because they figured he was unruly, and then eventually brought him out to the cruiser. And when they were going to issue him a citation, they went to go get his name, and because he didn't give his name, which he didn't have to at the time because he was not being arrested, they got butthurt over it and decided that they were going to take him to jail to teach him a lesson. At least that's what I saw. It also looks like they did something that's all too common, where they didn't really give too much care about what was actually going on inside and doing too much investigation. But what they were doing is they were investigating the person who had the audacity to ask a cop to leave and had the audacity to exercise his rights. Remember, nobody was charged with a crime related to that phone call. And as you can tell by the affidavit here, Joe has a tendency to stretch the truth.
Holy crap. Holy crap, my hand is so hurt.
That's his too.
Oh. There you go.
Okay.
Oh!
I'll follow you down there. Who is, never mind, I'll ask you later.
It's repulsive to see how they just enjoy and get great pleasure. This is the chief and the sheriff, how they get such great pleasure out of finding charges to pin on him. What in the actual fuck? It takes a special kind of person to get pleasure out of doing stuff like this to people.
A 101 Thompson. Thompson, I'll be 10-8 from here also. I'll be following 717 to LAC.
Seven 17 Com Center 97 LEC. Any miles when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Miles be 38145, repeating 38145.
Always ask everybody before I take them in. You ain't got the guns, drugs, knives, legal livestock, secret weapons, thermal, secret weapons, anything, so stick his poke his throat.
I do not consent
Okay.
any searches.
Well, that's fine.
Unfortunately,
You're not getting
I'm coming out. I'm coming out.
Okay. So the only reason I'm asking is everything I've asked you to do. If you had on you at this time, it's misdemeanor out here. If you walk inside the door, it's a felony. Okay. All right.
I got your door.
Walk through this door and go right.
He doesn't consent to any search.
Oh, okay. What are they going to do when they take his clothes off of him? Were they having court Did it disrupt the court? Did they have to stop?
Oh, I think they did.
Ooh, I think you got a charge. And also, um,
You probably want to remove the bag first.
Well, if,
Oh, it won't. That's right. That makes sense.
yeah, I can't take it off.
I didn't do it.
You're just an innocent bystander today?
Pretty much.
So how's Mr. Neely?
He's alive and well.
Awesome.
How are you?
Good. I'm at
I
work.
heard you got tattled on about your cats.
He wouldn't tell me who though.
A great big house.
That's good.
Does that help you any?
So my complaint is, why does their workers bring in their dogs and not have them on leashes run around the house?
Call Roy?
And he's also doing it. And once they start bringing their dogs, let them run around the house. That's when I got the complaint.
Well, see, I thought they were for spraying or something.
No, they don't like the cats around their property, supposedly.
Okay.
But only 2 of them go in and out, and they're neutered and everything else.
I'm going to keep my hands placed on the table. I remember this was directed at me before.
Because the people
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you just said.
say everyone behind us feeds cats, everyone else has cats, so they want to complain about mine.
Back off of you.
All right.
Thank you.
Because the guys, the old lady
Go ahead
behind
and
us,
take
and the
your
one
hat
over
off,
there,
too. You
the
have
one in the
anything
corner all
in your
feeds
pockets?
cats, strays.
I have my phones. Set everything out of your pocket up here on the table.
Probably because mine will all go to their house and lay down.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Be my guess. I don't know.
I need this taken photo of by the medical examiner as
Okay,
soon as
right there.
possible.
For you.
Oh, they're already pulled
Yep.
out.
Oh, the indention of the handcuffs? Yeah. Yes.
We'll get
It will
it.
be documented. May I put my things in my bag?
We'll put all of it in there.
I'm sorry, I'm not permitting any access to my things.
You don't have a
We
choice.
don't have- yeah, this
Right
is-
now, you're under arrest, so you're being booked in, so it doesn't matter.
I do have a choice too, the unlawful search and seizure of my property. That is
Okay, what
unlawful.
else do you need him to do right now? Give
So
him
you
directions
grab- okay.
so we can finish this
All
process.
right,
believe so.
what size are you? And I'll go ahead and get you dressed out.
Just say large. Just so that
Get
it
a
fits.
jumpsuit. Large and girls as well.
Whatever large is, my buddy. I'm a little bit flustered.
I guess we don't have underwear.
All we have is 2 extra feet. I don't have 2 feet.
We may have to see if one of you can get an actual pair of boxers, because all I got is that stuff.
Well, you go do that, go see if she can get you an actual pair of boxers. You go ahead and go strip him out.
Okay, here's this. Put your phone down. Go and walk to the end of the hallway. Last door on your right, and I'll give you further commands from there.
My phones have my numbers for people I need to contact.
Oh, okay.
See if I maybe get in there, get it really quick, get it back.
Hey, did he disrupt court? Well, I understand that, but he caused the court to have to be halted because of his actions. Okay, well, I was
Disturbing a court in Oklahoma.
I was asking about another charge. So I've got disturbing creating a public disturbance and resisting arrest. I was just wondering if there was another charge we could get for causing him to
Y'all
on
just
the
mix
court.
them all up. That's why we don't know what's what.
disrupting court, Oklahoma.
Okay. Yeah.
T-shirts, he got one. Yeah, he got everything. All he needed was boxers. He got boxers.
He'll need boxes.
He got 2 charges: creating a public disturbance and reducing arrest.
All the boxes we have are these.
It don't matter, just give me what you got.
Big ones.
There's a charge called disturbance, interference, or disruption of state business. It's a misdemeanor. It's titled 21-280. Unlawful for any person, alone or in concert, blah, 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 to do anything in the operations of an employee, an agent, an official, or a representative of the state to cause a disturbance, an interference, a disruption, or willfully refuse to disperse or leave the property.
Oh, okay. So that was, what was that? 21 what?
21-280. It's titled 21-280. It's not 21-280.
Oh, it's 21-280.
Right.
Okay. I'm just noting that, so.
Do any different. All right.
I was in bed sick. That's all right.
But I'm glad y'all did.
Who is the person that he says tried to take his phone?
Trying to take his phone.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me outside. When I came up there, I want to file charges on so and so, and I'm like, all right, you want to follow me to my car and get a statement for him? He's like, no, you got to bring it to me. I'm like, okie doke. So I turn around and I go get him a statement for him. He says some man grabbed his hand and tried to take his phone out of his hand.
That'd probably be the attorney.
Yeah,
That he stuck the phone in his face.
that's what Halk said.
Okay.
Yeah, defense attorney.
You know which one it was?
It's the big heavy set guy.
Big
Begin with an M, don't it?
I don't remember what his name.
Robert
Oh,
Williams?
yeah,
Yeah, he's
The
got
Williams?
houses.
I think so.
Williams' his brother.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I can't think of his name. I'll remember. He's nice too.
Go back up to the
I'm
tower.
glad he did it.
So I guess I'm not going to have to worry about doing anything for that. I did give him his statement form. It is in his bag.
I seen it.
Yeah.
Hey, just put on some gloves and go through that bag.
You got medium black gloves? Oh man,
I have
Give me
little
a-
hands. I have those everywhere.
I'll take a whole box if you steal them for me.
Where you keep the gloves at the extra ones, Hayes? Are they in the laundry room?
There's some in one.
Because I could trade you a box of larges. Because I've got a box of larges.
Okay. Gotcha.
I get you.
Because the big ones, the larges are way too big for me.
There you go. So you're eating my chicken scratch. Don't worry about that. That's just the title food that we're going to list for that one.
Derek spent more than a week in jail because of this. They charged him with 3 different things, and he still has court and he's still fighting these charges. So if you happen to be an attorney, please reach out to me. It's that magicyoucrave@gmail.com because he could sure use the help. And thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Take care.